How's it going? How are you? What's up, guys? Today we are just gonna talk. I am just gonna tell you stories that you hopefully would care about. In all seriousness, let me tell you guys a few stories about the funniest, weirdest, and most interesting auditions that I've been to. So audition plays a big part on the entertainment industry, really, and I've gone through a fair share so far of auditions, and I'm sure I'm gonna go to a lot more, touch wood, a lot more auditions in the future. So in this video I will tell you guys a few stories from my experiences on auditions. So the first story I'm gonna tell you guys is a very general one, really. This happened more than once, basically. And I expected this. I didn't know much about it. I didn't know how real it was. I was told about that this does happen, but I didn't actually expect it to be so real. I'm talking about going to an audition and you realize that everyone or most people around you are going for the same role because you all kinda look the same. Just like this. Thank you. Number 2. Now, I think this is one of my embarrassing, funniest audition memory ever. It hasn't been beaten yet. Like, that's how crazy it is. So in my acting CV, I got all the instruments that I play and everything. And in this casting, I was told to bring my guitar, and my ukulele, and my violin. And in this particular audition, I was told to play my guitar, so I played my guitar, I played my ukulele, and then they told me to stop playing the violin. And literally, guys, literally, I was about to play the violin, and then this happened. Oh no. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a video of it. I wish I could. Obviously, they filmed that audition, so I wish I can get a copy of my bow snapping, because man, that was like, literally, I didn't know what to feel when that happened. Literally, I was just like, oh, okay, and obviously the casting director was just like, oh no. Oh no. But, you know, things like this happens, I think. Luckily, I have my very first violin bow on my violin case. So I keep it in my violin case just in case something does happen. And something did happen. So it's good that I had it. It's really old. I still have it. And it's like literally, I'll say about 13 years old. Or more than that. It's really old, for me anyway, and it still worked. I did my piece, and yeah, I didn't get that role, but literally that audition will always be in my head. Number 3, my first ever professional television audition was for Netflix Marco Polo. I got this audition, literally, I just got my first agent, and it was like the final 2 months of uni. So literally I got this email saying, oh, you got an audition for Marco Polo. I didn't even know what Marco Polo was. I didn't even watch Netflix back then. But so I thought it was some kind of like modeling thing or some kind of commercial for a polo shirt or something, but no, it's actually Marco Polo, as in Marco Polo the series in Netflix. And yeah, so in this audition, why I'm telling you this is, in this audition I couldn't go to London, so I did a self-tape. So self-tape is basically when I'm gonna film myself doing a few lines like as an audition, because I can't go to the actual audition. So in this case, I had to playing one of the roles, and the role was the prince. He was like, and that is a big character for my very first thing. Like, I was happy for that, and I was so excited. So what they wanted me to do is be drunk. I had to pretend that I was so super drunk. And the first thing that I thought I could do was burp. Because I've been in a few nights out, and you know, everyone just burps, like, you know, that it's just like, yeah, it's fine. You have so many alcohol, so many like spirits in you that you burp a lot. And I can't burp on the spot. Some people can, but I can't, and I always struggle anyway. Like, even if I drink a lot of like Coke and everything, like, I can't just burp out. Everything's just gonna be like literally like inside. So I have to burp really loud. And how do I do this? How do I do this? So I literally had to drink a lot of sodas just to make myself burp. If you guys can comment below and tell me some tips of how I can burp a lot more easily for camera, please let me know. 2 weeks after, I actually managed to get another audition for Marco Polo, but this time it was for a different character, and the script, it said that they were gonna shave my head off. And for those who knows me, I'm very like hands-on with my hair. Like, I love my hair. So this was like frightening for me, but I guess, you know, I got to be professional, and this was an amazing experience. So yeah, I would do it. But yeah, I did get that role, but it was still an amazing experience to audition for Marco Polo twice. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is accents. I had to do a few accents on auditions, and some of them are very ridiculous, and like, it's fine, like normal, like, you know, I can do American, I can do all sorts, but sometimes because of my ethnicity, I get asked to do an accent, like a Chinese accent. So I had the self-tape, and I had to do this really strong Chinese parody accent, and so I filmed it, I did it. So I was like, your appa is no good, kind of thing, like literally, and I just felt embarrassed when I sent it to my agents for her to send it to the casting directors. So yeah. Another story, guys. Last story. This is a story about how close I got to my dream role in the West End. As we all know, King and I is coming back on the West End, and auditions was like near the end of last year. I got this email from my agent saying, oh, audition for King and I. Just prepare a song similar to King and I, and then we'll go from there. So that's what I did. I don't know what role I was going for, so I just went to Umbrella Studios, did my thing in front of the casting directors, and then I got a recall for the next week where they told me to audition for, you ready? The understudy for my dream role, the King. They told me to audition for the understudy for the King in King and I. I was like, like literally, guys, this is my dream role. I want to be the king in the future. Like literally, it's my dream show, it's my dream role. And yeah, so being put forward for the understudy for the King was amazing. So I mean, yeah, I felt like I was a bit too young to play it, but it was still a great experience. So I went into that audition in Dominion Theatre, did the puzzlement, did my scenes, did my accents, and they told me to wait outside for 30 minutes, learn another line, but for a different character, which is the Prince Chulalongkorn. And I was like, okay, yeah. So I stayed for 30 minutes. I learned, obviously I'm familiar with the character because I actually auditioned for that Prince a while back. for a different production. So it was like, alright, cool. So it was good to refresh my mind, my head and everything, and then I went back in after 30 minutes. And so I did my bit, and then went shopping Oxford Road. I got a call from my agent saying, Peter, you got another recall for King and I. I was like, what? I was like, I'm so excited. So I called my mom, called my friends, like, I can't wait. So here I was, another step closer to my dream role. And I went in, did my part the week after. Like, unfortunately, I didn't get it. But guys, it gave me the motivation to carry on, you know. There was points where like this auditions can be very discouraging sometimes, especially going to all auditions and getting rejected and stuff. So being recalled 3 times and getting so close to my dream role was a real motivation for me to know that I am slowly but surely going to the path that I want to go to. So yeah. So those are my random audition experience, guys. I hope you guys enjoy that. Anyway, there's so many videos coming up, so make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell. Anyways, guys, peace out.